It's always so lively. Wonder what the flower carriage is gonna look like this year. Let's go check it out! Hey! Tainari and Kali are over there! And Dia and Candice are with them! Let's go say hi!
Everyone's good with their plans? Then let's get this show on the road. Oh, and again, please be careful. The last thing we want is for her to find out about our plan. Heh, don't worry about it. Mercenaries can't keep a secret like our lives depend on it. I'm not sure that the scenario is quite that extreme. You know what I mean, Kandake. It's just a figure of speech. I'm still kinda nervous. It's not that I'm scared I'll let something slip. It's just... why she suddenly shows up behind me without warning?
Hey there! What are you guys talking about? Nothing, I swear! I don't know anything yet, you don't know! I'm not hiding anything!
Calm down, Kale. At least check who it is behind you before you freak out. Hi, Mon. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, it's you two. You scared me half to death. It's just like when I lose focus in class and Master Tignari suddenly shows up behind me. But even scarier.
Are you here for the Sub-Zero's festival?
Yep! Festivals are always so fun! It seemed like the perfect time to come back and hang out with all of our friends!
This one is extra special. I heard from Master and Academia is planning a grand birthday celebration for the Dendro Archon. Perhaps it's a small attempt to make amends for their past behavior.
Guess we came at the perfect time! A grand celebration calls for even more good food and fun than usual! But what were you gossiping about just now? Paimon heard something about a secret.
Over here, you two. I'll explain everything in private. We're preparing a birthday special for the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, a birthday surprise?
It was Dahia's idea, actually.
Oh well, it was just something that just occurred to me while talking with Dingerzard. The Saru's festival always seems to follow the same formula, so I figured a change of pace might be nice. Dingerzard liked the idea, and so did the others, so we got the ball rolling pretty quickly. If you want this to be a surprise, the fewer people who know, the better. We're dealing with a god of wisdom here. A single slip of a tongue is enough to spoil the whole thing.
Yeah, that all makes sense. So, do we have to keep talking like this until the festival ends?
So anyways, we're only asking a few of our friends to help out since they happen to have some free time.
So what exactly are you planning?
Well, we heard from the Dendro Archon loves candy, so we wanted to take advantage of that.
We're also planning a birthday meal after the carriage parade, so we'll have a half-mile feast as well. We left the most specifics to Kape. Right now, we all need to do is purchase the food and decorations.
Yeah, put us to work! Now that we're in on the plan, we should do something to contribute!
Hey Kadake, weren't you looking for someone to help you with the shopping?
Wait, yes. I've been in the desert for so long, I was worried I wouldn't be the best judge of the goods around here. As long as it's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all! We're more than happy to help!
Hey, seems like you're really learning your manners, Paimon.
I'll happily take up on that offer then.
Alright, settled. Tignari will book the venue, Dunyasard and I will take care of the decorations, and you three are all on food.
Ooh, so exciting! This is gonna be the best birthday surprise Nahida could ask for! Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. Gotta keep it a secret. Whoa, there's all kinds of delicious scents in the air today. The sea breeze in Port Ormos isn't even enough to cover them up.
This is the final stop of the carriage parade. So many of the vendors decide to set up their stalls in advance. The city is a lot more lively than usual. The same goes for our village. Everyone's doing their part to make this a truly unforgettable Sub-Zero festival.
Well, with all these vendors, there's no way we're going back empty-handed. Just leave the haggling to us.
Alright then. Fine. Sorry for making you worry. Let's go to that store and place an order.
Welcome! What can I get for you today?
We'd like to place an order for the Sub-Zero Festival. Could you have them ready for pickup after the parade?
Ah, no problem at all. What'll it be?
We'll take 3 orders of each of the Molassa cheese balls, potato boats, and curry shrimp, and 10 orders of pani puri.
One sec. Let me jot this down. Potato boats, pani puri. All right. We'll have that ready as scheduled. That's a fairly sizable order.
Does that mean we can expect a discount?
Of course. Let me see. That should come to 29,000 mora, but you can have it for 26,000. How's that sound?
What about 20,000?
Huh?
Wow, she really went for it.
Ah, that's a bit tricky. We're going to be fairly busy that day, and we're setting aside all these ingredients for your order.
What if I add 5 orders of samosas? Would that help lower the price?
Well, in that case, the most I can offer is 20% off.
We'll take it. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. Thank you for your order.
So it turns out Candice is way better at haggling than us?
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, something you wanted to add to your order, miss?
No, I just wanted to remind you to keep an eye on the fire you've got going there. If you let it burn for too long, it could become a safety hazard.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I replaced the charcoal earlier today, so it should be...
Whoa! There's so much smoke!
Oh,
Are you alright?
I'm fine, thanks. It's just... That was so strange.
Was it a wind generator?
It's certainly possible. I had a similar problem not too long ago. I thought switching to this one would fix the issue, but...
We can look into it. We can look into the true cause of the problem a bit later. What matters now is that you're alright. Need any water? I've got some on me.
I'm all right. It seems like you got a good eye, miss. Just wish your warning came a little earlier. Probably could have avoided this scenario entirely. In any case, I'll definitely fix the stove today, so don't worry about any delays.
Take your time. Your health and safety are most important. I'll just leave the deposit here.
Sounds good. See you soon.
That was a close call. Good thing you're fast on your feet, Candice.
I guess you could call it a gut feeling? It's hard to describe.
Well, where should we go next? Preferably somewhere without any fire hazards. Paimon's still a little traumatized by what happened.
Let's go buy some fruits. We needed to make the candy.
Sounds good. It's been a while since we had the chance to shop at Port Ormos. Maybe we can pick up some other things along the way. Let's see. The fruit stand should be that way. Candice, are you okay?
Watch out!
Huh?
Are you okay, little one?
I'm fine. Thank you, miss.
What happened?
That crate came out of nowhere. Luckily, Candice saved that little girl before she got hit.
Where are your parents, child?
They're at the tavern by the harbor. But I got bored, so I came out to play.
You're safe now, little one. Just be careful next time.
Go back to your parents now, child.
Okay.
Whose crates are these?
They're mine.
How many times have I told you not to leave heavy objects by the road? When are you gonna learn?
I'm sorry. It's just... we ran out of storage on our latest shipment.
And?
Nothing. I'll take care of it right away. I won't do it again.
Thank you, everyone. I should have been keeping a closer eye on everything. It's lucky you were here, Miss Candice. I really don't know how things would have turned out otherwise.
It was nothing. Don't blame yourself, Sheriff. I understand just how difficult it is to look after a whole region. Still, with the festival coming, we need your vigilance more than ever.
I always feel like I could use an extra pair of eyes during Sabzura's season. I appreciate the reminder, Miss Candice. Anyway, you were probably in the middle of something, so I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the festival!
That was some quick thinking, Candice. It was like you leapt into action before the crate even started to fall.
Actually, I did see something. I saw the crate fall before it happened.
Wait, you mean you saw the future?
Yes, something similar happened with the stove. I saw what was about to happen. I don't think it's related to my amber eye. Growing up, it's never shown me any kinds of strange phenomena. But ever since this morning, I've been seeing things that don't match up with reality, and after a few seconds, they actually come to pass.
Have you told anyone else about this?
Not yet. I still haven't determined if this is the true power of the prophecy, and I don't want to make everyone worry. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. I prayed to the gods, made my plan for the day, and went to meet with my friends. Although, if I have to think of something,
I did buy this gem along the way.
Whoa, it's beautiful!
So you sense it too, huh? This gem seems to contain traces of unusual elemental energy. I only bought it because it piqued my interest.
Could the gem be the source of the visions?
It's certainly possible. Here, try it for yourself. Maybe you'll see something as well. So it doesn't work for just anyone. Perhaps there's some kind of trigger condition, or could it be because of my connection to the Lord of Ahmar?
Maybe we could ask the others.
Everyone's been so busy preparing for the festival. I really don't want to trouble them with something so trivial. Luckily, I don't have too many responsibilities over the next few days, so I can just investigate on my own. It's part of my duty as a guardian. Even better, having your company is like sitting around a bonfire with trusted companions. Presents put people at ease. Alright, let's finish with our shopping first, then we can investigate the gem. At the very least, we should ask around the merchant circles for information on its origins.
Speaking of merchants, Paimon can think of someone who's always in the know. Although getting information out of her is definitely gonna cost us.
Ah, do you mean Dory? I've heard people talk about her in our village before.
Yep, that's the one! But, she's pretty touchy when it comes to Mora, so it's best not to haggle too much.
Here are the goods you asked for, as promised. All the best quality, I assure you. Can I interest you in any of my newest offerings before you go? I'll see you around then.
Dory!
If it isn't two of my most valued customers, and Miss Kandake. Oh, now this is getting interesting. What brings the guardian of our village to my neck of the woods? All my business in the desert is strictly above board, I assure you.
You misunderstood, Miss Dory. You just came here for some information.
Oh, you're in the market for some intel. Well, you come to the right place. I love dealing in information. It's easy to carry and even easy to hike up the price. Oh, it's very reasonable, I assure.
I bought a rather particular gem this morning, and I have the name of the merchant who sold it to me. I want to ask the merchant about the craftsman who cut this gem and where they got their ore.
Ah, so you're looking to track them down. Not an easy job. It'll come at a hefty price.
Well, we don't necessarily have to track down the specific person. If you have a way of obtaining the information I seek, Miss Dory, I'll be very happy to compensate you for those services as well.
I can find that person no problem, but it's not as lucrative. I have a few connections who work with gemstones, so I'm better off charging them for the information directly. Ooh. Well, now you're just asking the impossible. These kind of things tend to betray the secrets. It won't be easy to get the information in from the great Sanganamiya Bay.
Just name your price.
If you insist. Now let me see. There's the cost of travel, the gifts I'll have to buy. I'm thinking around 200,000 mora.
Yikes, that's steep!
That exceeds our budget, I'm afraid. Could you go any lower? Well, our village has done me a few favors in the past, so I think we can strike a deal. Why don't you make me an offer? How about 50,000 more? Excuse me? That's even more aggressive than back at the market. Something wrong? That's usually the going rate of this kind of intel in the desert. Impossible! I wouldn't be able to put food on the table at that rate. Can't do it. Nope. What a shame. How about 30,000 more then? That's even lower! 30,000 more, plus food, shelter, and a security detail whenever you're in our village. I'll throw in a few tax exceptions as well. How does that sound? Our village certainly has some promising business opportunities. Securing the protection the loaded carting isn't actually a bad trade. I'm not the only one profiting from this deal, though. I bet she only made that offer so our village could benefit from this more business activity, too. Ugh, what a scary woman. Alright. After some reflection, I decided to forgo all profits for this venture. 30,000 it is. Now I know why people call you the #1 merchant in Sumeru. Your generosity is truly unmatched. Of course! You're honestly inclined, Miss Kanaka. I stand more to gain from your friendship than anything else. Who cares about Demora? If that's the case, then... By that I mean you had the perfect price! 30,000! As agreed. Just gonna have to treat my jam conflict over more food stall instead. I really have to go out of my way to get this intel, so I'll need some time. Why don't you come back tomorrow? Of course. Thank you, Miss Dory. You've been a huge help. Traveler, you only made it back to Sumeru. Why don't you take some time for yourself? I'll handle the rest of the orders.
Really? Paimon feels kind of bad, though. We didn't turn out to be much help.
Don't say that. I dragged you into my own personal investigation. I should be the one apologizing. Noble as always. May the gods protect you, traveler. And you, Miss Dory, safe travels. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, take care. This commission is tricky, and I'm practically losing moral. Just remember that I'm doing you a huge favor here. A profit of 20,000 moral? Maybe I'll skip the scrooging altogether.
Nilu, wanna go grab dessert after rehearsal? Pooh Spa Cafe just released a limited time special for the Sub-Zeros Festival.
Oh, I better not. It's almost her birthday, so I should restrain myself.
Shame. I heard they're doing a buy one get one free promotion for their Patisara pudding.
Really?
Oh, and their tachin is buy one get one half off.
Wow.
And there was something special about the syrup for the baklava, too.
No worry, please. How about I just come with you? There's always so many delicious desserts to try during the festival. No, I have to stay strong.
Oh, now this is a first. Who goes to the academia in the middle of a festival? Do I strike you as someone who wants to hold hands and dance with everyone? Go have your fun, and don't tell anyone you saw me here. These festivals don't come by often, so you might as well let me enjoy it in my own way. So loud.
She just left. I got here early, and she had already started doing business, so we wrapped things up rather quickly. She left the city as soon as I handed her the travel permit and the tax waiver I promised. Yes, according to the local gem merchants, the ore was retrieved from a nameless ruins in the desert several months ago. The ruins are in very poor condition. Even the writings on the wall is nearly impossible to read. Dory mentioned something even more concerning, though. Apparently the craftsman made another gem just like this one. Yes, the ore has a crack down in the middle. The craftsmen believed it'd be possible to repair, so they turned it into 2 gemstones instead. I can't say for sure, but I do know this. Only the small-scale caverns or ones carrying important goods travel on remote paths just like that, and their routes are highly confidential. It is certainly possible. Nahida said we could meet up with everyone later. If we hurry, we should be able to get back in time. Of course, if you have other plans, please don't feel obligated to come with me. I should have known you would have said that. Thanks for all your help. I believe the robbery took place not too far from here. Traveler, Paimon, over here. Do you sense that? Exactly. Many among the desert tribes are capable of wielding elemental energy. The same is true for the Eremites. Some use that power to attack caverns and earn some quick morale. Yes, all that's left is the transport wagon, I would imagine. Strange, the wood looks charred. Was there an explosion? I sense traces of activity over there. Let's follow the road and see what we can find. Excuse me, sorry for the interruption. I'm Kandake, the guardian of Aru village. I'm trying to learn more about the robbery that took place this morning. I can sympathize, of course. There's no need to be nervous. Although, is this where you plan to set up camp? Cavern and Rib Bar isn't far, you know. I would caution against that, especially when it looks like you're low on rations as it is. In the desert, impulsivity and overconfidence can be fatal. What was it that you were transporting? Excuse me? So the char marks on the planks are from fireworks? And where were you sending those goods? I see. Could you describe this robbery to us? Did you see what they look like? Hmm. Did it look anything like this? Unless the hazardous materials were targeted for some other reason. Alright, I think I understand the situation. Thank you for your cooperation. I would still urge you to head to the Cavern and Ribar and report this incident. For your own safety, don't let your anger lead you to do something foolish. Good. Let's go. Alright, we should be out of earshot. So, what do you think, Traveler? Yes, I feel the same way. Their leader was clearly hiding something. I think we can safely say those weren't some simple fireworks shipments. And now whatever hazardous material they were transporting have fallen into the hands of another group of bandits. It's very possible. In any case, our biggest concern right now is the group that currently has the goods, and what their goal may be. I see what you mean. Their methods were precise and effective. It's very likely they're exploiting the division granted by the gem. The situation could be even more precarious than we thought. I don't think we should hide this any longer. Let's head back to the Cavern Bar and explain the situation to the guards. Rest here for now, you two. I'll be back as soon as I've spoken to the guards. Sino's working quarters aren't too far from Nahida's. Did Tignati tell him about the surprise? Someone's being interrogated? Did I miss something? Happened. Can't be anything too bad if Sino's grinning from ear to ear. This afternoon. Aren't we heading back to Port Almost to work on the surprise? It's alright. Sino has already been part of the plan. Right. We never told you who was involved. Apologies. That was our mistake. I rarely get to spend time with Sino outside of work. I'm sure he's just happy you came back for the Sub-Zero Festival. Uh, uh, yes, I saw 2 people enter the alley over there. They seem suspicious. I think they were talking about something dangerous. No, unfortunately, the visions are very blurry. I could only catch a few words and some vague images. No, nothing. Secret signal. Explosion goes off. Let's try to get closer. When passed by on the flower carriage, we'll launch it. Factor in the object trajectory. Completely foolproof. Stop your planning at once. Uh-huh. Is something wrong? The connection we made to reveal a lot about the mind. The fact that you went to a dark place simply shows the way you think. Honestly, Paimon, what did you think we were doing? We were just discussing the birthday surprise. Like I said, that's not it. We need to make more than just a heartless transactional relationship. You're overthinking the whole thing. It was your theory in the first place. That Marowak just disappeared after working for you all this time without anything in return. I think I'm allowed some dramatics. Marowak's come back since I sent it out for coffee. Perhaps seeing the underlings at the academia picked up the coffee for their seniors taught Marowak to something about its own situation. You're saying I treat Marowak like my inferior? I would never! I'm just worried Marowak has some awful experience and decided to run away. Maybe something triggered an existential crisis and Marowak became so angry that his mechanical necessity decided to never come back! That's certainly an imaginative conclusion. No, it's impossible. I created Marowak myself, and I perform regular maintenance every week. There's no way Marowak would be that heartless. And here you are in Port Almost, telling me all of this when I'm supposed to be working. It's good that I ran actually. I was hoping you could take a look at my proposal. Huh? I thought you were confident in your abilities. It's not like that! I just need to confirm the route for the flower carriage. Unfortunately, I know nothing about the route for the flower carriage. What? You're not involved in the festival at all? The academia couldn't convince you to help out? Organizing festivals not part of my job description. You really think the academia could convince me otherwise? You got a point. Well, could you at least look at the final explosions? Explosion. Yep, the candy tower descent is going to hit the flower carriage at the designated time and explode into pieces, shooting candy in all directions. Not the dangerous kind of explosion, though. It's supposed to look like fireworks. I consulted a bunch of food engineering papers, so it's completely safe. The candy is soft and the packaging is as smooth as silk flower fabric. Once I receive the secret signal, Marowak will activate the mechanism from afar. That way, I can make sure the explosion goes off at the right time and place. And when is that supposed to be? When the Dendro Archon passes by the flower carriage, once we receive the signal, we'll launch it, and then kaboom! Don't forget to factor in the object's trajectory and the humidity level. Already done. The mechanism inside the candy tower controls for those factors. The plan is completely foolproof. You had your mind set on a very different interpretation. It's alright. Let me explain. The ability to see into the future. That's incredible. Fascinating. You formulate a hypothesis based on your interpretation of the gem's abilities, yet the results fail to corroborate it. Perhaps this calls for a different prostitution. You assume you were seeing the future, but what if you were actually seeing the past? Shakir said that the second time his wind generator broke down, mechanical failures of the nature comes with the predictable consequences. His lack of surprise suggests that something similar happened in the past. As for the falling crate, during a busy time like the Sepsaru's festival, people often stack their crates on both sides of the street, leading to a similar accident. Seeing people have a private conversation in a secluded place is even more common. So you're saying is, we just happened to witness events that have occurred before? It's easy for mundane events to appear special. So you either can predict the future and make it deviate off course, or you happen to witness the past. Yeah, the second option seems a bit easier to swallow. That's not why I brought it up. I was simply trying to offer a change of perspective. The conditions and actions required to trigger this power are still unclear. If you plan to investigate further, you should pay attention to these two factors. Speaking of change of perspective, maybe you were the one who scared Marowak off! An ingenious thought. If Marowak and I have never met before. Wait, yeah. Marowak should be used to you by now, especially after programming to recognize your voice. Something else must have happened. Huh? Marowak? Where have you been?
Beep boop.
You went to look for more coffee beans because the shop was out of stock? Hey, if they're out, they're out. You don't have to go that far.
Marowak sure is persistent.
I was just thinking about Mr. Al-Haytham's theory. It makes sense until we factor in the robbery in the desert. Oh, you're all here. Something wrong? You look troubled. Just trying to work some mysteries. Alright, it's almost time for our meeting. We'll catch you up on the way. I'm meeting at the house of Dama. See you later. Huh?
Nice of you to finally show up. All one young and capable, and yet not one of you can get here before the seniors such as myself.
Apologies, Madam Farozan. We got caught in a discussion.
A discussion more important than the candy tower? Finding a suitable material for the candy. That was supposed to be the priority, or we might have not made it in time for the parade. Well, did you figure something out?
Yes, took me several dozen papers, but I got it in the end.
Well, at least you young people work fast. Alright, now there's no time to slack off. We need to focus, or we still might not make it in time.
You're right. We should leave the other case to Sino. There's not much we could do from here anyway.
Well, let's get to it. And don't make me order you around like little kids. Oh, and Kave? You wanted a mechanism to simulate the parade, right? Well, I finished it.
Already? That's amazing.
No more difficult than a Havrat standards curriculum 100 years ago. Here, let me know if it works.
Thank you so much, Madam Faruzan. Traveler, mind helping me testing this out? I need to observe the carriage to make adjustments to the candy shower.
Oh, not bad. Looks like a successful simulation.
Thanks to you two, I already have a pretty good idea of how the tower should look.
Alright now, it's time for the production phase. Go ahead and sketch out the design. We'll deal with the candy part. We're calling Nahida.
They've been at Miss Dunyersau's house for the past couple of days, working the candy decorations. I'm sure they have it all under control. Because we'd be right under the Dendral Archon's nose. It'd be way too easy to run into her. Being further away from Sumeru City makes our chances of getting caught are lower. The last thing we want is for the Dendral Archon to discover the surprise.
Huh? What's going on here? I thought I just heard my name. Huh?
Madam Faruzan?
You call this a design? What possessed you to use this kind of material for the roof?
Oh, I...
Play along. Design overturns centuries of Sumeru architectural tradition. The Dendral Archon would be devastated if she saw it.
Oh, yes, you're right. I mean, just look at the facade. Completely unacceptable.
I'm sure you could come up with a new design in a few days, right?
Of course. I'll get something to you first thing tomorrow.
Oh, so it's a conversation about architecture. I think innovation could be a good thing. Don't mind us, Archon. Cav is an intelligent young man. He just goes overboard sometimes. Really lets his imagination run wild. Don't worry, it's a simple fix. I see. Alright, if you say so. Still, I'd be happy to take a look at the plans. I might be able to give some pointers. Oh? Is this not a good time?
Well, about that.
They all look extremely comfortable. Are they afraid to show me their work? Or embarrassed them to talk about the problem?
The plans. Oh, I almost forgot. My friend has them. That guy's always causing trouble. I'll fetch them into bed.
They definitely are up to something. Milu! Huh? Save us! Now! Archon! Oh, Milu, did you need something? Yes, I've been looking for you all over. The folks at Sub-Zero Theater has some questions about the program for the Sub-Zero's Festival. Oh, then I'll head over right away. Thank you for coming all this way, Milu. No. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to pay us a visit. It's no trouble. I have a lot of free time lately. I heard things were getting lively at Port Omo, so I decided to come take a look. Well, I guess we should head back. Milu, see you some other time. Sorry for yelling at you just now, Kave. Don't worry, I have nothing but absolute confidence in your design. I don't make a habit of speaking like that to a capable junior.
It's alright. I understand.
Oh, Kave, by the way. Hop to it, Kave. We need those plans. Do I really need to watch you do the revision for this to get done?
I'm going.
Oh, I just wanted to say, you can always come back to me if you ever need guidance or help with anything.
Don't worry, Archon. This is all under control.
Okay, bye.
Take care, Archon. Let's move our meeting spot back to Paris Die, just in case. Port almost was a good choice in terms of location, but we forgot to factor in the festivities. Should we go now? I think that's the best choice. Kave can focus on designing the candy tower. The rest of us will just transport the materials.
Don't worry, Kave. I'll support you no matter what design you come up with.
Thanks. Madame Faruzan says she doesn't normally yell at her juniors, but I feel like I just got a glimpse of a true senior researcher. Even though there's nothing senior about her appearance. Alright, it's decided. Let's meet tomorrow at Paris Dahai. We were just acting, but now I can't stop thinking about the change I could have made to the design. Maybe I need a break from commissions.
Time to meet up with everyone again. We need to go to Party's DI. Come on, let's go check out how the preparations are going.
Maybe she overslept.
I don't know. This has never happened before. Did anyone see her on the way here?
We're here! What's got you all looking so worried?
Miss Nilo isn't here yet.
Oh, maybe she's just running late.
That's not like her. She comes early every other time we meet. Besides, Sino went to the Grand Bazaar to meet up with her before the meeting.
But I was told she had left first thing this morning.
And now Sino's here, but Nilu's still nowhere to be found.
That's exactly why we're worried.
We interrogated the people in charge of the caravan on the day of the incident. But they were technically the victims of the case, and all their goods were lost, so there was no evidence to investigate. Their goods are certainly suspicious, but until we recover them, all we can do is to observe the caravan under the guise of protection. We contacted the original seller of the gem. Apparently, he sold the other half to a young man in the desert, but that's all he could tell us.
So to summarize, the location, the hazardous materials, and the second gem are complete mysteries, and now Nilu's missing as well.
Wait, you think Nilu's disappearance is connected to all this?
We're still not sure the three events are connected, but if they are, it was probably have something to do with Nilu's dance of Caesarus. That dance is a key part of the festival. If someone's trying to sabotage this celebration, Nilu would be a natural target.
Traveler, Candice, there's no time to waste. Let's try to follow her trail. Tainari, can you stay back and explain the situation to everyone when they arrive?
Of course. It's still possible Nilu was simply held up by something urgent. I'll wait here.
Let's start with the Grand Bazaar. We should ask around for clues.
You should go. I'll wait here.
Grow, grow, grow! Mr. Zubair!
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
We're looking for Nilu. Do you know where she is?
Nilu. She left bright and early this morning. Said she had to help out a friend.
Was she by herself? And did you happen to see which gate she used to leave the city?
Well, she definitely left alone. As for the direction, I think she left through the gate to the north.
So, the complete opposite direction of Pardis Di.
Did something happen? This is no time for practical jokes, you know.
Mr. Zubair, could you send word to Pardis Di if Nilu comes back to the Grand Bazaar?
Of course. I'm sure she just got caught up in something. Still, let me know if you find her.
We will. All right. Let's leave through the north gate and see what we can find.
Be on your way now. Don't waste any more time. I hope nothing bad happened to her.
Miss Nahida, have you seen Nilu this morning?
Nilu? Oh yes, I saw her head out of the city. She was wearing the prettiest outfit.
Which way did she go?
That way, I believe.
Was there anyone following her? Did everything look okay?
I mean, it looked like she was in a good mood. She even stopped to say hello. And no, I didn't see anyone else.
All right. Thank you. Excuse me. Have any of you seen Miss Nilu from Zubair Theater come this way?
Yes, General. I saw Miss Nilu cross the bridge after leaving the city this morning. There was a man waiting for her on the other side.
Wait, could that be the person who bought the second gem?
Did you see the man's face?
Unfortunately, no. He was too far away.
Understood. If she comes back this way, tell her to find me at Pardis Di.
Yes, General.
Let's keep going.
The trail ends here. There's no one else we can ask for clues.
There are intersecting sets of footprints on the ground. We could try tracking some of them.
With this many traces, it's easy to get mixed up. Let me take a closer look.
Wait, that figure, it's...
Sure. We'll continue analyzing the footprints over here.
Tell us right away if you find anything. Judging from the traces, they must have turned left.
It's easy to get mixed up with this many footprints. We need to be thorough. A man in the desert.
Arasaka, it's you!
It's the nice golden Nara. Arasaka, must hide.
But why would you need to hide? We're friends, aren't we?
Friends? Arasaka's friends with the golden Nara, but Arapa says Arasaka can't talk to too many people right now.
Oh, why?
He thinks Arasaka will let everything slip by accident. Eep! Arasaka shouldn't say anymore!
Let things slip, huh? Okay, we just have one question. Did you see a girl walk by?
A red Nora with a pretty leg, Parisia? Yep, Arasaka saw that Nora.
Really? Which way did she go?
She went towards the messy pile of rocks with another Nora, but Arasaka does not know them.
A messy pile of rocks? Oh, that makes sense! Thank you, Arasaka.
Arasaka's happy to help kind Golden Nora. Kind Golden Nora has helped Arasaka in the past.
Arasaka, about the other thing you mentioned.
Ah! Arasaka doesn't know anything. Arasaka won't say anything else. Ah!
Well, guess that ends this conversation. Well, let's tell Sino and Candace what we learned.
The Fane of Ashwata?
The footprints lead in that direction as well.
Where did you get this information?
Well, we were tipped off by some friends. We can vouch for the information.
All right, I trust you.
Let's go after them. Hopefully,
Another vision?
yes, but this time, I only heard faint voices. It sounded like two people having a conversation. There was someone asking, will she find out, or something about following the tracks.
Was Nilu one of the voices?
I couldn't tell. The voices were too muffled.
Let's head towards the ruins for now. The vision could mean we're on the right track. We should be getting close.
This area is usually full of treasure hoarders. Nilu could be in danger.
Look over there.
It's Nilu! Hey!
I don't think she can hear us. We're too far away.
Come on, let's go!
Oh, can't believe we walked this far already. We should be getting close, right?
Nilu!
Huh?
Nilu! We knew there'd be a bad guy with you! Leave her alone, you... Huh?
But bad guy. Do you mean me?
What are you doing here?
Am I not supposed to be here? What are you guys doing here?
Can't we stick to one question at a time? Oh wait, that one doesn't count!
What dreadful cacophony! Are we not allowed a quiet place to practice?
Sarouche!
Ah, Pale Floater. And my Yasnapati!
You know this red floating being?
Excuse you. I, Sarouche, am a noble Pari, and the Bloom Guard of Quarina.
Sarouche is a Pari we met in the Vorukasha Oasis. She's really nice, you just have to get used to the way she talks.
Huh? Mr. Sethos, that item on your person. Oh, you mean this cracked with Jedi?
So you were the one who bought the other gem!
A Wijat Eye Pari. Sounds like something I've read about before.
Then you could probably guess what really happened.
Now's not the time for riddles. Everyone in the city is still worried about Nilu.
Worried about me? But I left a message for everyone.
Message? What message?
We never received anything like that.
Don't tell me Rashnu fell asleep halfway there. Again!
Oh, hearing that name, this is all starting to check out.
Who's Rashnu?
The party that was supposed to pass on my message. She did look really tired earlier.
Hold on, let's take this one thing at a time. First, what are you guys doing here?
Well, that explanation starts with the first time I met Soul Rush.
Sarouche, they're here.
I've had enough of these insufferable rascals, wreaking havoc in the desert right and left. Wake up, Rashnu! We need to teach them a lesson or we'll never get another good night's sleep.
I'll trap them with my thorns when they pass by, and you can take care of the rest.
Perfect! They don't stand a chance. Let's give them a taste of sheer terror!
What in the... Thorns?! Boss! The wagon is stuck! Huh?
Now! Behold my might!
Bombs! There are bombs falling from the sky! Ah!
Stop panicking!
Perish, you scoundrels!
They probably had enough, don't you think?
Who might you be?
The name's Sethos. I was out for a walk when I heard a commotion, so I came to check it out. Since you already destroyed your goods, I'd say you could stop here. These kind of situations can easily get out of hand.
Brazen youth! Have you any idea to whom you speak?
The Bloomguard Sorush, renowned among the party. All children of the desert know your name.
So you're not entirely ignorant after all. Fine, I'm willing to call it a day. But if those scoundrels continue to disrupt the peace of this land, I will show no mercy!
The two of us really hit it off after that, and I became her guide in Sumeru City.
You really can get along with anyone, huh?
Sethos fulfilled his duty well. I have come here for a monumental task.
What task?
I heard Lesser Lord Kusanali is currently celebrating her birthday in the city. As her familiars, the party have decided to bestow upon her a special gift. As decided by Elder Zervin, the Bloomguard of the party, that would be me, will present the Dance of Sub-Zerus to Lesser Lord Kusanali, a tradition passed down over the centuries.
I told Sorush the dancer was already decided, but she insisted on meeting Nilu in person.
Good thing I did. How was I to know the current version is nothing like the original?
Well, there are bound to be changes over the centuries.
I was so excited to see the original version, I begged Miss Sorush to teach me. It was such a rare opportunity. If I present a special version of the Sub-Zero Festival, I'm sure the Dendro Archon will love it. And the spectators too.
I appreciated young Nilu's determination, so I invited her here to practice in peace.
Oh, so that's what happened. Feels like we've been chasing bad guys for days, but in the end, there were no bad guys at all. It was all for Nahida's surprise.
Hold on. Don't forget about the guys with the fireworks. You still haven't figured out what they were up to. wreaking havoc on the desert, trying to turn a profit by illegally evacuating ruins and tombs. That's my guess. Excavating.
That would explain why they chose a remote path away from Aru village. They're lucky you didn't catch them in the act.
A few moments with me and baby begging for their days baking in the hot sun.
Okay, remind Paimon not to get on Candace's bad side.
By the way, Miss Candice, I noticed you were carrying the other half of the Widget's eye.
Oh yeah! What exactly is this thing?
It was a gift from King Deshret to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
It probably belonged to the greater Lord Rukadvaka, actually, but given what happened to Emerald. That's right, but you've read the legend too.
I only know the basics. I never thought these two gems could be connected to the relic from the legend.
I only bought the gem because it seemed like there was something special about it. The legend didn't come into play until I checked a certain text behind the Temple of Silence. Legend has it that King Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers, they got that. Both prepared surprise guests for the Lesser Lord Kusanali during the first Sabzeruz festival. They scattered candy along the path to lead her towards the site of the banquet. Eventually, she arrived at a lake where she heard the sound of music. Lord Ahalmar was plucking the strings of an instrument while Lady Malikata performed a beautiful dance. Together, the two extended their heartfelt wishes to their dear friend and each bestowed on a precious gift. Lady Malikata gave the caravana to protect the rainforest, and Lord Ahamar gave her the Widget's eye to record the moments they shared together.
But the Widget eye was lost after the cataclysm in Conria, buried deep beneath the sands.
And Lesser Lord Kusanali turned the Quarina into a divine bird, tasked with guarding the border between new birth and death, until the bird shattered into pieces and gave rise to the party.
So Candace actually saw things recorded by the Widget eye!
I was definitely surprised it still has the power to record events after all this time. Its power seems to only resonate the people of Alhamar, also known as the descendants of King Deshret. Despite the damage, it still holds many scenes from the past. The faint voices I heard earlier, could it actually be Lord Alhamar and the Goddess of Flowers? What do you plan to do with the two pieces of the eye? If you don't mind, I'd like to place them under the custody of the Temple of Silence. I agree with this decision.
Technically, the eye belongs to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Why don't you just give it back?
I'm not sure that would be wise. Even if she remembers the story, I fear all that remains in this fragmented piece of memory is grief. A record of sad memories. As Nahida's friend, I don't want her to feel sad on her birthday.
I don't fully understand your reasoning, but if this is the decision of the group, as well as my Yasnapati, then I shall object no further. Well, are you going to let me teach the girl the dance of Sabzeruz, or do you intend to drag this on incessantly?
She's got a point. Now that we know it was all a false alarm, let's go back and tell everyone what happened. They're probably worried.
I'll tell the other Matra to keep an eye out for that caravan. If we find evidence of any misconduct, we won't let them off lightly.
Guess I'll stay here then. There's a bunch of monsters nearby, so it's always good to have someone stand guard. Sorry to make you worry, everyone. I'll head back to help once I'm done with this dance.
Focus! No more distractions! Now, follow along!
Master Sorush?
Watch closely. 1 and 2 and...
And 2 and...
Hey!
Quiet, I'll stay here. finally back. I was so worried. I was this close to sending some mercs after you.
Nothing has happened, right?
Nope, it was all just a misunderstanding.
That's a relief. I'm glad it's all taken care of.
How are the preparations going?
Well, Kava's diagram is done, and it looks like he pulled an all-nighter to finish it, so he went home to sleep. We built the frame of the tower while you were gone.
I think I'll check it over later, though. We were so worried about you all. It was kinda hard to focus.
In any case, there's not much still left to do. If we all work together, we'll be done in no time.
Great! We don't have to worry about missing the parade!
Speaking of the parade, could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? The Academia wants the representatives of each Dashran to nominate someone to serve as the Knight of Flowers for the parade. After some discussion, we all agreed that you'd be the best person for the job. What do you think? Great. You're the hero Sumeru, and as a personal friend of the Dejo Archon, we all thought you'd be the best candidate. Make sure you knock it out of the park.
Hey, let's don't stress them out.
Wait, aren't you also in the parade this time? Kandake? You're playing the tubular, right? Yes, I'm providing the background music for Miss Nilu's dance.
Whoa, Paimon's never heard you play music before!
If you like it, you're welcome in Nahida Village anytime. I'm more than happy to lull you to sleep.
Actually, I have a favor to ask as well. These are the decorations for the flower carriage. Could you bring them to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang them on the carriage? Oh, it would mean a lot to have the Knight of Flowers personally decorated.
You can count on us! We're done. Now we just have to go to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang the decorations on the flower carriage. Huh. Wonder what the sanctuary looks like the night before the festival. Let's go check it out! That should be good. All we need to do now is wait for the parade tomorrow.
All the preparations are done. Wait until the start of the parade tomorrow?
Everyone's been avoiding me lately. They're acting squirrely, like they're hiding something. I have to get to the bottom of this after the parade. But first, birthday celebrations with delicious candy, a beautiful flower carriage, and... Huh? Sorry to keep you waiting, dear Archon. Time to head out, dear Knight of Flowers. When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It was my birthday. The Knight of Flowers and their attendants found me. Archon, we finally found you. The people can't wait to meet you. As the Zepsarus festival began, everyone smiled and gathered around me.
Are those Parisaras?
prepared a bunch of surprises for me. Candy exploded in all the directions like dazzling fireworks.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
A bird suddenly appeared. And in that moment, the world erupted into brilliant colors. Actually, I have a surprise of my own. Come on out! When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It felt just like a dream. Never have I witnessed a more perfect day. Thank you.
Here's to a successful birthday surprise. Cheers!
Ha! I knew it. I knew you had it in you. Jamie, you truly are a genius architect.
Madam Fado-san, I think you might have had a little too much to drink. She hasn't been able to contain her excitement since she saw the candy tower hit the flower carriage. I saw her sneak in a few extra drinks. Hey, we all deserve to loosen up once in a while. That's what the festivals are for. By the way, Kandake, you played amazing out there. How come you never showed us before? Oh, it's just something I do in passing. When the night watch is calm and the stars are out, I like to play a few tunes to pass the time. You're saying the stars in the sky get to hear you play more than us? Oh, no fair. Honestly, I think Miss News Dancing was the real star of the event. Oh, wait. When did it became about me? I see. So the Wichita is now under the custody of the Temple of Silence. You can borrow it for research if you want. No need. Certain objects merely represent a period of history. Once the event they exemplify are brought to light, there is little value for further study. Huh? I thought you at least want to see it. A legendary gem like that is sure to be a wonder to behold. Couldn't hurt to take a look. I'm not to make a trip to the Temple of Silence for that. It's too far. You and your hermit tendencies, I swear. Although, if someone ever brings it to the academia for appraisal and certification, I wouldn't mind taking a look.
On that topic, I wonder how much it's worth.
I never really thought about it. It's kind of like an ancient palace, in a way. Not many people are going to break off a piece of the wall and send it for appraisal. That actually sounds like something my darshan would do. I heard some of the underclassmen has quite the sense of curiosity. Well, if that does happen, write a report and send it to my office. Huh? Is that a protocol or something? No, I'd just like to know when interesting things are brought back to the academia. I might want to check it out. Why do I even bother asking? I should have kept my mouth shut. Interesting. You use reports as some sort of alarm clock system.
An alarm? Yes, that's what I heard just now. Dear friends, a critical moment has arrived.
Wait, I didn't hear anything. It's not like Herman Nubis would call you on you and not me.
It is time to come together and play
Oh, boy.
genius in...
Is that calling me? Sorry, gotta go. Bye. Genius invocation debt. Genius invocation debt. When is Kale gonna give me an excuse to leave?
Everyone seems to be having a lot of fun. Yeah, I just know this would be the most unforgettable birthday I've ever had.
Great Archon, you have a long life ahead of you. Isn't it too early to draw such a conclusion?
Not at all. Sometimes a single moment's all it takes to know you'll remember something for the rest of your life. And also, I was kind of imprisoned all my life too. I know you're so rushed, right? Would you and your friends ever consider coming to live in Sumeru City?
Thank you for your kindness, Great Archon. But we Pari have our own duties, and we find the city a bit too noisy.
Is that so? If you spend more time around people, you might even enjoy the commotion.
Well, that's also true. I have fond memories of my adventures with Pale Floater and my Yasnapati.
Aw, really? Paimon's happy to hear that. It felt like this Sub-Zero's festival had surprises for everyone. When you called out the Aranara, Paimon nearly fell out of the sky in shock.
Huh? I'm glad you liked it. I told him to stay hidden so no one knew what was coming.
No wonder Arasaka was so flustered. He was trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Paimon's sure everyone in Sumeru loved the surprise. It felt like a dream.
A dream, huh?
Nahida?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if this whole thing might have been a dream. Huh? That must have been what Al-Alhamar wanted when he gave Rukvaka the Weird Jedi. Even though we don't know anything about that powerful, we still have our own ways to stop time. But how can we do that?
Alright, everyone. Closer together, please. People on the left, make some room.
Someone stepped on my shell! Oh, sorry, Manifetter-san. There was not a lot of space.
Pale Floater! This spot is reserved for the mighty Pari!
Paimon's the only one allowed to float next to her.
So this is what you meant. A picture. I never thought about it that way before. I don't have experience with this kind of stuff, but I trust you. I also believe with all my heart that the time will stop for us in this moment.
Get the picture, Kobe! I just need to set the timer and we're good! Everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! You do know you were invited to the Academia party, right? You really not gonna show your face?
I don't remember doing anything worth getting invited. It's just another noisy room of people. Not my scene.
Look, I'm no scholar, but even I've heard about your work in historical criticism, and modern political research. You provided the clues and inspiration for the bigger paper. That basically makes you a hero. Your contribution is half the reason they even have something to celebrate.
You think someone from the Temple of Silence would know when to stop talking?
Okay, I can take a hint. I'm just letting you know. They're gonna drag you there one way or another.
You told them where I was?
Believe it or not, I do know when to keep my mouth shut. But since I know you pretty well, they did ask me to come find you.
For the love of... Fine. Show me the way.
Hey!
What a nuisance.
Ah, there he is.
You're back. Let's share this candied alchemia nut. Now who's the mind reader? Of course. It was amazing. It was like I was surrounded by everyone's kindness and warmth, like a little bird tucked away in a nest. I really can't thank everyone enough. The Aranara, the party, my dear friends. I said, but you're hiding something from me, aren't you? Don't worry. If you think you should be kept a secret, then I trust your judgment. After all, you're my Knight of Flowers. Of course, every dish was a pleasant surprise. I never knew what to expect, like trying to guess what flavor the Ode of Candies were before opening the box. I wasn't really focused on the food though. One look at everyone's happy faces and I was already more than satisfied. After all, it's not the food that makes a banquet, it's the company. Okay, who knows? Maybe the next time you see me, I'll be in one of your dreams.